Ranger Stephanie, standing in a redwood forest.
Hi kids, my name is Ranger Stephanie and today I want to welcome you to the Redwood Forest. The redwood trees are the tallest living thing in the world. Redwood trees are not the only thing that lives here. The redwood forest has many important members of its ecosystem. An ecosystem is a group of living and non-living things in a particular area. Today I want to tell you the story of the redwood forest ecosystem, and I'm going to do that with a puppet show.
Puppet show with a background of redwood trees and banana slug and squirrel paper puppets.
I hope you enjoy and welcome to the redwood forest ecosystem.
Ranger Stephanie next to the puppet show.
Once upon a time, there were 3 tall redwood trees living in a redwood forest. Redwood trees get a lot of things from the sky. One of those things is fog.
Fog rolls over hills, city lights in the distance.
Here comes the fog moving through the redwood forest canopy. Fog is very important to redwood trees because it provides them with a lot of the water they need. Redwoods can use their needles at the top of the tree to collect the fog. Fog is one reason why redwoods are found in Northern California in the California fog belt. What is one reason you like where you live?
Looking up at redwood trees.
Redwood trees have a whole ecosystem that lives in the top of the tree.
A squirrel puppet enters the forest.
Here comes a squirrel in the canopy. That squirrel may run past ferns and trees that live on top of thick branches in the canopy. What do you think it's like in the redwood canopy, so high off the ground? How do you think that would make you feel? Redwood cones can also be found at the top of the tree. Here comes the redwood cone. Redwood cones are pretty small compared to the incredibly tall redwood tree.
3 small redwood cones in the palm of a hand.
Each cone has many seeds in it that are only the size of a tomato seed. The cones will fall from the tree to the forest floor. Look at it fall to the ground. Now it needs to find bare soil, water, and sunlight to grow. This can be hard to do, so not many redwood trees are actually started from seed.
Burnt trees.
Here comes a fire to help the seeds. The fire moves across the forest floor. Fire may be scary to us, but it is good for a redwood forest.
Smoke rises from the forest. Drown all campfires. Never set fires in nature.
Fire can help break down and burn up dead material and leave behind a nutrient-rich soil. Nutrients are important to help plants and animals grow. Nutrients are stuck in the dead material, but the fire releases the nutrients and puts them back in the soil. Fire can also make space for new plants to grow, like our redwood seed. Redwoods have thick bark that protects them from fire. The redwood may get scarred from the fire, but it is staying alive.
Swirled bark.
This bark is like a redwood tree's superpower. What is one of your superpowers that helps you to be strong when things are hard? The fire is not killing the tree, but it does stress the tree out and leave fire scars and burls.
Hand-drawn scars and growths are put on puppet trees.
Look at the fire scars and burls growing. The fire scars are blackened, burnt areas on the trees.
A tree trunk with a blackened cavity.
The burls are growths and lumps that form on the tree.
A large, round, woody growth at the base of a tree.
If a tree is stressed enough, a burl can create a clone to grow out of the original tree.
Redwood saplings.
This is very unique to redwood trees and is one reason they live so long. What is unique about you?
A fawn forages on leaves.
The fire has stopped and life continues on the forest floor. Here comes a black-tailed deer.
A deer puppet enters the forest.
The deer walks on the forest floor. It may eat some redwood sorrel and then leaves behind a gift, or what others might call poop. Now that there isn't a fire in the redwood forest, we need something to break down the dead material and this gift. That's why we have decomposers. Look at the banana slug, a small yellow slug, and the mushrooms on the ground.
A slug eats something dirty.
They can help break down dead material and make a new nutrient-rich soil. Decomposers may be small, but they are so important to the redwood forest ecosystem. What is something that is small and important to you? In that soil is the redwood's roots. Redwood trees can grow to be almost 400 feet tall. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty. So how deep do their roots go? Their roots only go about 10 feet deep. Look at their roots.
Tangled, interconnected roots drawn on paper.
They can stay standing because all their roots connect together and support each other. See how all the roots weave together and around each other?
Exposed, twisted tree roots.
Redwood trees can share messages, nutrients, and water through their roots. That is why we see redwoods in a group and not alone, and it is why they are able to stay standing tall. How do you support other people? The roots not only connect redwoods to each other, but to the ecosystem around it. See the Redwood Creek flow by with coho salmon before they migrate to the ocean.
A salmon puppet moves through a creek.
See Pacific wren, a small brown bird, scavenge for insects on the forest floor. Every piece of this ecosystem, from the fog to the banana slugs, they are all playing an important role. Every animal, plant, rock, and stream are vital and make a difference in this ecosystem. Everything has a purpose and everything has a place, and that includes you. What role do you play in your community? How do you help the people and places where you live? Thanks for coming to the Redwood Forest with us today. I hope you learned a lot, and we hope to see you again real soon.
National Park Service Arrowhead, Muir Woods National Monument.